Afternoon. Wheelersburg, Ohio. Good afternoon. Cardington, Lawrenceville, PA. Happy to have everybody along. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we kind of own this time slot today, so it's all ours.
In fact, you saying that right now, I believe we have finally been able to get us up on YouTube. So I know some people were asking, and I had been trying, and I believe we have now achieved that. Trying to check for sure. We are on Facebook. I know they were on the card for Greenville, the early card, and yes, we are now up on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes it just takes a little extra time and trying to get everything the right way. And we have accomplished that.
And I believe we have all 6 horses out on the track. So they should be getting lined up here pretty soon.
So there'll be a few warm-up horses, but then we are going to warm it up. Looks like just one more waiting to come out. 4 driver changes in this race.
There he comes.
That's a warm-up horse coming up right now, the number 1. That's one of Rosie Weaver's. That's Joseph Yoder, making his way back around. There you go.
Tyler's over there putting pressure on the drivers to make us look good on television. I love it.
Is David Young, owned by Randy Young. Wearing number 2 in blue, Stapleton. In the sulky is Chuck Bolin, owned by Terry Thompson, Jr. Number 3, wearing white, Endless Dance. Brady Clemens will be driving. Owned by Eric Nelson Road, Bo Powell, Dennis Ruff, and John McCourt. Number 4 in green is Lose Boy. In the sulky is Derek Wataker, owned by D. Texera. Number 5, wearing black, Lucky Baloo. David Ward will be driving, owned by Madison Hostetler and Donald Wiskelgren. And number 6, wearing yellow, So Artistic, driven by Chris Hirschberger, owned by Samuel Clark.
Okay, let's go through these. Number 1 is Gene Said. Steve Carter trains. Randy Young Stables LLC of MacArthur owns. This is a well-said 2-year-old gelding pacer out of the Always a Virgin mare Chasing Maddie. 5 starts this year, 1 second-place finish, 4 third-place finishes. That's 5 out of 5 of the money, and earnings of just under $5,300. Number 2 is Stapleton, Charlie Bolin for Terry Thompson Jr., who trains and owns out of Piketon. This is a Do Me That Again gelding out of the Real Desire mare Legal Eye. 8 starts this year, 1 second, 2 third-place finishes. Number 3, Endless Dance, Brady Clemens for Eric Nasserode, who owns along with Bo Powell and Dennis Ruff. This is a Dancing Yankee gelding out of the Real Desire mare, Endless Desire. 6 out of 6 on the money, including 4 wins, 2 second-place finishes, $16,000 in earnings, and a market 201 and a piece at Athens. Number 4, Lose Boy, Derek Wataker for Eric Nesselrode. D. Texera from Vincent is the owner. This is a Fear the Dragon colt out of the 11 a.m. mare Voluminous. 4 starts this year, 2 wins, 2 seconds, $10,000 in earnings, 206 and 2 at Wellston. Number 5, Lucky Baloo. David Ward takes the reins for Stephen Harris. Hostetler and Whistlegren are the owners. This is a Charles Barley gelding out of the Ponder mare Just Thinking. 6 starts this year, 3 third-place finishes. At number 6, So Artistic, Chris Hirschberger drives for Samuel Clark, who trains and owns out of Beverly, Ohio. This is an art director gelding out of the Soho mare Sopra Spurs. 4 starts, 1/3, 1,400 in earnings. 2-year-old Colton geldings for $11,500.
And here they come. Gates closed and they're off. It's Endless Dance taking an early lead, getting to the inside. Lose Boy on the outside, sitting in second. But it's Gene Said sitting on the inside in third. And it's Lose Boy making his move on the outside, getting to first, getting ahead of Endless Dance, making his way down the back stretch. Lose Boy leads the way. And now it's Endless Dance making a move back to get to the front. And he gets to the quarter in 31-3. It's Endless Dance leading the herd once again. Lose Boy sitting in second. Gene Said in third. Making their way to the front stretch. Endless Dance leads the pack. Lose Boy in second, trying to find a way around. Making that move, Lucky Baloo trying to find a third place seat. And it's Stapleton bringing up the back, trying to find a seat at the table.
102 and 1.
The half goes in 102 and 1. As they travel on, Endless Dance sitting in front. Lose Boy right on the outside, looking to make that move to regain first place. Endless Dance trying to hold him off. It's Gene Said sitting in third, and a slight gap in between him and Stapleton.
131 and 3.
The 3/4 goes in 131 and 3. Endless Dance leading the charge to the front stretch. On the outside is Lose Boy. He's not going to be denied. Gene Said sitting in third comfortably. And here they come down the stretch. Endless Dance still leads the way. On the outside is Lose Boy, but it's not going to be enough. Endless Dance takes it. Lose Boy in second, and Gene Said sitting in third. Lucky Baloo comes in fourth. The mile goes in 2:01 and 2.
59-1 last half for Endless Dance with Brady Clemens. It's a little bit action in that race, but it was all over by the quarter pole.
Horsemen were watering the track. We are now
Brady Clemens and Eric Nesselrode go back to back. It's their second win of the day. And that ties Brady with David Young II and Alex Hawk, both who had 2 wins yesterday. And Eric Nesselrode with his second win ties Steve Carter for the top spot for trainers here at Woodsfield.
It's a really nice little pacer, this Endless Dance. I mean, that's 7 out of 7 in the money, 5 wins and 7 starts. Earnings now with that $5,700 additional there will put it up to about $23,000 for what was a $15,000 purchase. The Buckeye Classic sale is a yearling. So they got the money back, minus the training fees.
And the feed, and the other stuff.
And the other stuff. Spoken like a true owner. You mean you don't just get the purse? You got to pay for stuff? That's crazy.
The winner, Endless Dance, now the proud owner of the Citizens National Bank sponsored blanket. Endless Dance was driven by Brady Clemens, trained by Eric Nelson Road, and Endless Dance is owned by Eric Nelson Road, Bo Powell, Dennis Ruff, and John McCourt.
Nice little group on the winner's circle there, celebrating the victory of Endless Dance for Nessa Road, Powell, and Ruff. Probably had some representation of all three of those families in the winner's circle. Congratulations to Eric, Brady Clemens, Endless Dance with the win. Welcome new viewers checking in from Chillicothe and from Ireland. Good evening over there, and welcome. When we come back, the fifth race, we'll have the second division of the 2-year-old colt and gelding trot with a $5,800 purse. 6 of your finest Ohio babies. We'll be back after these short messages. Thanks for being with us.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Money, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 13th.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
We have rodeo after us here at the Monroe County Fair, as they will take over the infield. People are already showing up at the grandstand to find their seats for the rodeo this afternoon. Today's fair food report. Michael, I had the chance. Now, I stopped at, let me find it here.
I love this part of the show.
I stopped at, and I can't find my note here. There it is. Hold on. At Fat Boy's Food Trailer.
Okay.
Okay, so.
There's certain assumptions one
Well,
can make.
of course, you know, larger people like to eat, you know, it's just, but, so I said, I'm going to give it a shot. Let me see if I can find it over there, which one it was. It's one of the ones right back over there, I think it was, across from the hot dog stick.
Got it.
One.
Okay.
So, yeah, I asked the gentleman there, I said, are you the owner? He goes, nah, I'm just retired. I work here. I said, well, is the owner, is the place named after the owner? He goes, nope, bought it off a guy. But you know what? It was good. 4 horseshoes for the Philly cheesesteak.
Ooh.
It was very good. Usually you get these short, stubby buns.
That's right.
This was a nice long bun filled with beef, some mozzarella cheese on top. Then you had the onions,
Peppers
some
and onions.
and then they threw mushrooms on it, and on the bottom, fresh banana peppers.
Oh, it was juicy.
Good. It was very good.
I
very
love
good.
it. That's how it should be.
And you took the recommendation I gave you and said it was pretty good.
I did. I had a delicious fish sandwich to the left. That's my first fair fish meal, and it was quite good. They had about 12 different things that you could put on it. I stayed with my traditional, I would like to think is my traditional on a fish sandwich, lettuce, tomato, and tartar sauce.
There you go.
That was plenty. Didn't need more than that. Still got to taste the fish that way, and was a nice fillet. That was just to the left of the grandstand. There was a little bit of a line at the French fry shack down here beneath the grandstand. I might have to stop there to get some company for the ride back to Columbus this evening.
My problem is I get company and it's probably gone by the time I get to the car, which it was almost yesterday. I stopped over and got a milkshake from the, I think it's the Sadler's Family Creamery, and a very, very good chocolate milkshake, well deserving of 4.5 horseshoes. Had little bits of chocolate on the inside, and
that's
very good.
Yeah, that's special. That's
the best
special.
fish sandwich, though, on the fair circuit, I think, though, is at Lancaster.
Oh, is that right?
Yep, there's always a line. Always.
And what is it?
I don't know the name of the place, but it's if you're at the track, it's in the upper far right upper turn. You just go up that way and look for the long line. Always a line.
Wow.
We getting ready for our next race. Waiting on 3 more to come out. 6 total to go behind the gate.
Only 3 more races left this afternoon. Pretty quick card of 7. And we have, I see the 6 is out, 4 is out. The 5 is out. And now they're all out. Perfect. We'll get them lined up here. We'll get ready for the post parade shortly. Here's my next chapter with Brady Clemens in front of the grandstand.
That's Darren Harvey. Did you get those changes?
Nope.
Darren Harvey will be driving the 4, and Roy Burns will pick up his second catch drive of the day, and he will be behind Hill of Bills. Sorry about that. I thought I gave you that one.
No, you gave me we didn't get this far.
No, I've got 1 in the 7th for you.
I'll take it.
Plus 80. In the sulky is Derek Waterker, owned by David Miller. Number 2, wearing blue, Mars Vick. In the sulky is Jimmy Smith, owned by Heidi Radiff and heirs Ray Radiff. Number 3, wearing white, Glamorous Pete. In the sulky is David Ward, owned by Rosie Weaver and Roger Houston. Number 4, in green, My Next Chapter. In the sulky is Darren Harvey, owned by Jacob Miller. Number 5, in black, MJ Zielinski. In the sulky is Brady Clemens, owned by Doyle Bross. And wearing yellow, number 6, Hill of Bills. In the sulky is Roy Burns, owned by David Miller.
Is Roger working Greenville?
He'll be over there tonight helping out on the OHHA broadcast. I believe Doug's doing the track announcing tonight.
Perfect. I asked
Roger, a winner down at Rock Springs last week when we were
Yeah,
there.
I did. Yes, he did. All right, let's go through these guys. We have 6 2-year-old colts, $5,855. This is the second division of the trot. Number 1, 80 plus 80. Derek Wadeker on the bike for David Miller from Salesville. This is a clocked at 80 gelding out of the Lindy Lane mare, Dame Lindy. Has 3 starts this year. 2 second-place finishes, 1 third. A respectable mile last week, came in second even after 2 breaks. second by a head in Zanesville before that, third by a length and a half at Wellston for 11,000. So nice little gelding there. Number 2 is Mars Vic. Jimmy Smith drives and trains Heidi Radcliffe and Ayers Radcliffe, the owners of the 2-year-old Marseille. Out of Victory, Sam Mayer's Victory's sister, 2-year-old gelding. First lifetime start there. Number 3, Glamorous Pete, who we had the privilege of watching win last week after turning for home second. And the horse that was winning in the race went off stride. And Roger Houston and Rosie Weaver got Glamorous Pete off the maiden board with his first win. And he is back after that win today with David Ward in the bike. This is an Uncle Peter gelding out of the Andover Hale mare, globally glamorous. 8 starts, 1 win, 1 second, 4 thirds, $10,500 in earnings. Number 4, My Next Chapter, Darren Harvey driving for Jacob Miller. This is an Uncle Peter gelding out of the Chapter 7 mare, Tribute to 7. 3 starts this year. Been racing at Scioto for $20,000 in 59 and 2 minutes. Should find this company a little bit more appealing. Number 5, MJ Zelensky, Brady Clemens in the bike for Eric Nesselrode. Owner is Doyle Bros from West Portsmouth. This is a long-time gelding out of the striking Sabra mare, Tafita. 7 starts this year, 2 seconds, 2 third-place finishes, $8,000 in earnings. And number 6, Hill of Bills. Roy Burns picks up the drive for trainer and over David Miller. So what the Hill colt out of the Explosive Matter mare, Bambino Explosion. 1 start this year, came in 4th by 25 lengths after being parked out in 33 seconds, second quarter. So 2-year-old Colton Geldings, the second and final division, $5,855. Let's root for Roger Houston's Glamorous Pete, just to have something to root for in the race. Good luck, Roger, Rosie, David Ward. Horses are behind the gate and in the stretch. Let's go up to Tyler for the call of the 5th.
Here they come. Starting gates out. Horses make their approach. The 1-mile trot begins. Gates closed and they're off. It's Glamorous Pete taking an early lead. On the outside is My Next Chapter. We had a late start for number 2, Mars Vic. He falls way behind the pack. Going down the backstretch, still leading the herd, is Glamorous Pete. Behind him is 80 plus 80. And My Next Chapter in a battle with MJ Zelensky for 3rd. Glamorous Pete goes by a quarter in 32 and 2, leading the way, extending his lead, trying to get away from 80 plus 8. Trying to pull closer is MJ Zelensky. Coming down the front stretch, Glamorous Pete still leading the way. 80 plus 80, trying to catch up. Doing a lot of math. MJ Zelensky sitting in 3rd, trying to catch up to 80 plus 80. And it's My Next Chapter trying to find some space to make a move. The half goes by in 102 and 4. Glamorous Pete marching his way down the backstretch. Making his move on the outside is MJ Zelensky looking to take over in 2nd place. But 80 plus 80 is trying to fend him off as they go into the turn.
133 and 3.
The 3/4 goes in 133 and 3. Glamorous Pete still leads the way. 80 plus 80 sitting in 2nd. MJ Zelensky looking to make the move all the way on the outside, going the long way. They flatten out as they come down the stretch. Glamorous Pete leading the way. 80 plus 80 making the move for 1st. If she can hold it, he'll take it. And he will. My Next Chapter coming in 2nd. The mile goes in 2:03 and 4.
Well, I think that first and second quarter was a little bit too much for Glamorous Pete there. Went 32-2 in the first quarter, 102 and 4.5. That 30-2 just took a little bit too much out of Roger and Rosie's little Uncle Peter Gelding. 1-4-3-5 across the wire, 80 plus 80. Derek Wadaker for David Miller with the clocked at 80 gelding out of the Lindy Lane mare, a Dame Lady. That's 4 out of 4 in the money this year. Earnings here of another $2,700 will put her up to about $7,300 year to date. So congratulations to them.
Bring them out for the 6.
Second was My Next Chapter with Darren Harvey. Jacob Miller, Glamorous Pete was able to hold on for third. And MJ Zielinski, fourth across the wire. I didn't get a final time. I got the half was 102 and 4. Kind of that was just a little bit too quick of a second quarter, I think, and didn't really need to go that quickly, but it's hard to judge sometimes.
Was sitting okay, heading up the back stretch, but just then got to the point where make the turn and then got the pressure around the turn, and here comes your winner back to the winner's circle. 80 plus 80, and Derek Wadaker.
The winner of the 5th race, 80
Plus 80, coming back in front of the grandstand to claim his Heritage Cooperative blanket. In the sulky is Derek Wadaker, trained by David Miller, owned by David Miller out of Salesville, Ohio.
Quarter times 32-2, 102 and 4, 133 and 3.
So there is your winner, 80 plus 80, trained and owned by David Miller. First win of the year. Has hit the board in all 4 starts. A win, 2 seconds, and a third.
32 and 2, 102 and 4, 133 and 3, 203 and 4. Last half on 101 flat. Perfect trip for 80 plus 80. Was third out of the gate. Sat in the 2-hole most of the trip behind Glamorous Pete. And made a nice move. And My Next Chapter came flying around the final turn to get up into that second spot. So that's the results for the 5th. We'll be back for the 6th shortly. That is the 3-year-old filly trot. That'll be our second division with 4 nice young ladies racing for a purse of $5,780. And we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
We are back. And we have 2 more races this afternoon. Again, we are at the Monroe County Fair in Woodsfield, Ohio. We're in prime southeast Ohio country. Hills and dales, if you will. Beautiful 2-lane country roads around here. Great little town. I had a little business in Zanesville and McConnellsville that I went through both of those areas today before coming over here. That ride from McConnellsville over here to Woodsfield is absolutely beautiful, and I got to see for the first time the Big Bucket, which is a giant shovel that was used in the coal mine back in the day. There's a little exhibit up in Jesse Owens State Park along one of the 2-lane highways that connects McConnellsville to the west, over here to Woodsfield to the east. Pretty impressive stuff. A lot of history here. And how many years is this fair, do they say, Frank? 170?
174, I think, was what I read. Let me double check here.
174 years this fair has been going on.
174th. Now, we were told it's called Stalder's Creamery is where I got my milkshake, and I was told to go look for Karen's Kitchen Stand behind the 4-H barn. She has the best sandwiches and beef on noodles. See, we need people to get those to me earlier. So I think at the next fair, next week, we're out here on Monday. I think we return back into this area, and we'll be here for the Noble County Fair, Caldwell, Ohio. So if anybody's got food suggestions for the Caldwell Fair, call those to me early.
Yeah, call them out.
That way I'm ready for it.
Absolutely.
You may have to try another milkshake on the way out of here.
Where was that? Over here?
Yep. See the silver trailer with the blue?
I do.
Right there. That is it.
Everyone's out. Let's gather up and post parade. Gather up and post parade in order for the 6th race.
Getting ready for the post parade for the 6th. Here we go.
Number 2 in blue, Kemp's Joyce. In the sulky is Roy Burns, owned by Roy and Melissa Burns. Number 3 in white, Love Me Long Time, Brady Clemens driving, owned by Joe Nesselrode. And number 4 in green, Dublin's Amarina, driven by Derek Waterker, owned by Richard Owings.
And I was just going to say, Tyler's done a great job with the names this afternoon. Yeah, pretty good, man. Not bad at all.
So we are set for the 6th, our second division, $5,780.
Number 1 is Hopeful Dreams. Rosie Weaver trains. Heartland Acres owners. David Ward in the bike. A Long Tom filly trotter out of the Sandvik mare Stand Up Babe. 10 starts this year. 2 wins, a second, 2 thirds, 205 and 1. Winning time at Athens. $16,379 in earnings. Number 2, Kemp's Joyce. Roy Burns trains, drives, and owns with Melissa. This is a Wit filly out of the Cadabra mare Mythical Kemp. 8 starts this year. She's looking for her first win to go along with 1 second, 2 third place finishes. $5,800 in earnings. Number 3, Love Me Long Time. Eric Nesselrode trains. Joe Nesselrode owns. Brady Clemens in the bike. Another Long Tom Cayenne Turbo mare is Sitting Chili. 3-year-old filly with 10 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, $9,400 in earnings, and a mark of 203 and 4 at Piketon. And number 4, Dublin's Amarina, Derek Waterker in the bite for Earl Owings. Richard Owings owns from MacArthur. Enterprise filly is out of the Muscle Hill mare Pink Dandelions. 6 starts this year, 1 second place finish, $4,113 in earnings. Again, these are 3-year-old filly trotters. And this is the second and final division with a purse of $5,780. And this could be a pretty competitive race, actually. These horses all look pretty evenly matched from their performances at the fairs. A lot of 204, 205 fair times here, so hopefully that'll make it nice and competitive. We haven't had any wins today by less than a length, so we could use one of those.
Use a good close battle.
Be a nice close
We had a
close
couple
finish,
yesterday.
yeah. Nice close finish would be great.
Right now, our driving title for the fair, we have 4 drivers with 2 wins. Brady Clemens, David Young II, Alex Hawk, and Derek Wadaker. And we have 2 trainers, Eric Nesselrode and Steve Carter, with 2 wins each.
Alex was here yesterday?
He was here yesterday.
Okay. Horses have reached the starting gate at the top of the stretch, coming out of the final turn. This is, again, 3-year-old filly trotters, second and final division. Let's send it up to Tyler for the call of the 6th.
Start the race. Gates out and closing. They make it to the starting line and they're off. It's Hopeful Dreams starting in the 1 hole, taking the first position. Kemp's Joyce right behind. Love Me Long Time in 3rd. In 4th sits Dublin's Amarina. Amarina makes her way up to 3rd place, looking to get into 2nd as Hopeful Dreams takes off down the backstretch, trying to extend her lead, racing her way to the quarter marker.
30 and 1.
She'll get there in 30 and 1. Hopeful Dreams making waves as she comes around the track, coming down to the front stretch. It'll still be Kemp's Joyce sitting in 2nd. Hopeful Dreams pushing her way down the front stretch to the halfway marker. Love Me Long Time sitting in 2nd, trying to make up some ground. The half goes by in 101 and 1. A break is made here in front of the grandstands by Dublin's Amarina, losing a lot of ground. Sitting now in 3rd will be Kemp's Joyce, and making their way to the backstretch, we now have a 2-horse race. Hopeful Dreams and Love Me Long Time are going to battle this out. Love Me Long Time making that move before the 3-quarter marker. She's going to get there in 132 and 2, and she's going to continue to march forwards, creating space in between Hopeful Dreams falling back. Love Me Long Time getting away. Kemp's Joyce now trying to make a move on Hopeful Dreams. Love Me Long Time coming down the home stretch. Puts it in cruise control. Love Me Long Time all the way to the finish line. The mile goes in 2:02 and 4. Hopeful Dreams in 2nd. Kemp's Joyce in 3rd.
Love Me Long Time had enough of sitting in the 2-hole. They made the turn up on the backstretch a little bit past the 5/8. Brady Clemens pulled Love Me Long Time out to the 2nd lane and just exploded past Hopeful Dreams. 2 and the 4 both broke.
Yeah, but was that interference there?
I couldn't tell. I know it was at the same time, but I don't know whether or not they touched. That was right down there, the top of the stretch.
Out for the 7th and final race. The 7th and final race. Bring them out.
And John, you said on the 4-horse.
Going to take a look at the replay here with the judge to check out the action at the top of the stretch approaching the half. I'll take a look at the replay to see what happened there at the top of the stretch between the 2 and the 4. Judges will often use our video equipment to check out the action, which they are doing right now.
Love Me Long Time is trained by Eric Nelson Road and owned by Joe Nelson Road out of Chandlersville, Ohio. Love Me Long Time is the winner
Nothing.
of the blanket sponsored by Moose Lodge.
Don't think there will be anything. We have the opportunity now sometimes where the judges can pop on over, take a quick look at the race on our tape and our video, and that way they can make a better judgment. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
Second, Kemp's Joyce in third. Love Me Long Time, first place. And Dublin's Amarina in fourth.
That's Brady Clemens. Love Me Long Time for Eric Nelson Road. A long-time filly out of the mare from Cayenne Turbo called Chile. Now with 2 wins and 11 starts and earnings of about $13,000. When we come back, we will have our finale, the 7th race. This is the Darrell Bud Byers Trot Signature Series, 4-year-olds and up, and some pretty classy animals in here. There are 5 of them, and between the 5, they've made almost $500,000. You have been watching this afternoon Harness Racing Live from the Monroe County Fair. Michael Langer with Frank Frost. In Woodsfield, 7 good races, and we'll be back with the finale after these messages from our sponsors.
Mark your calendar for the new and exciting North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. Tuesday, December 17th at the Mount Hope Event Center in Mount Hope, Ohio. Broodmares, broodmare prospects, racehorses, and stallion shares. Pedigrees announced by Ed Teefee and Gabe Pruitt. Online bidding, clean, heated facility. The North American Standard Bred Mix Sale. A live auction to see quality horses with industry-leading pedigrees. Tuesday, December 17th in Mount Hope, Ohio. Entries open September 5th.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzy, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
So where are you going from here, sir?
I am going to Saturday Downs tonight.
Yeah, and what are you doing there?
I'm going to watch my horse tonight race. So we'll see what Poster Pets can do tonight.
You mean your horse that won in his last start?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You
So
bet.
It was a great night up at Northfield. My dad and his wife. My dad's wife is one of the co-owners with me with Poster Pets. The best part about it is we always kid. My father likes talking about, you know, the horse and that. And his wife and I will look at my father and go, "You're not an owner. You don't get to talk about him." It was great. They were on a vacation a couple weeks ago, and they were up in Western Canada on a train ride with about 215 people. This group went from Florida and all over the country. They followed this musician, and they were up there and the horse raced, and my dad's wife, Gail, was able to watch it on her phone.
Right.
And the horse won that day, so she was the queen of the train. Everybody's
that's
coming up to her.
awesome.
She was the horse owner, and the horse won. So it's been fun.
You know, it's amazing in this game how, without being an owner, we find ourselves attached to certain horses, you know, for their whole racing career. And it's pretty cool. I've had a few of them just over the last couple of years, and I'll always remember the times with them, you know, even if they stopped racing already, you know, you just look back on it. I was good friends with the folks that took care of Quattro de Julio, a great trotter a few years ago.
Stands now in Ohio.
Yeah, exactly, up at the Beaches, and Angel, who's the caretaker for the horse, actually put a post up yesterday. Was the anniversary of a win with Andy McCarthy at the Red Mile. Horses are getting ready for the post parade for the final, and they're now in line. Let's go up to Tyler for the call with the post
Will be in
parade.
the sulky, owned by Shelby Cheadle. Number 2 in blue, met your request. In the sulky is Chris Hirschberger, owned by George and Rose Bonomo. Number 3, wearing white, Dilly Dilly Dun, Jimmy Smith will be driving, owned by Danita Harvey. 4, wearing green, MJ's Wishing for Pete, Derek Whitaker in the sulky, owned by Doyle Bross. And number 5, in black, MJ's Liberty Valiance, owned by Doyle Bross, Brady Clemens in the sulky.
The Signature Series, love these races. Uncle Joe, number 1, Shelby Cheadle trains and drives and leases this Uncle Peter gelding out of SJ's Photo by Liz. 9 starts this year, 4 wins, 1 second place finish, 7,500 in earnings, mark of 57-4, and lifetime 42 out of 77 in the money for $80,000. Number 2, met your request. Chris Hirschberger drives and trains. George A. and Rose Bonamo from Naperville, Illinois, own this 4-year-old. This is a Metz Hall gelding out of the Chapter 7 mare, Quest Blue Chip. 11 starts this year, 2 wins, a second and a third. 9,000 in the earnings, a mark of 57-2 at Northfield. Last year, a mark of 155 in Goshen. And lifetime earnings, 17 out of 39 for $112,000. Number 3, Dilly Dilly Dun, Jimmy Smith for Danita Harvey, who trains and owns. This is a Neely Dunn 8-year-old out of the Striking Sabra mare, Striking Elegance. 6 starts this year. No checks, a $416 check somewhere along the line, a mark of 2 minutes at Northfield. Lifetime, $80,000 in earnings. As a 4-year-old, she had a mark of 158, he did. Number 4, MJ's Wishing for Pete. Derek Whitaker for Doyle Bross. This is an Uncle Peter gelding out of the Victory Sam mare, MJ's Victory. 16 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. Mark of 56-4 at Mount Vernon. 16,000 in earnings, $85,000 lifetime on a 37 out of 95 first, second, or third place finish. And number 5, MJ's Liberty Valance. Doyle Bross trains and owns. Brady Clemens in the bike. This is a Wishing Stone gelding out of the Striking Sabra mare, Tavella. 28 active starts this year, 14 out of 28, 56, 23,000. McCall.
Gates closed and they're off. It's MJ's Wishing for Pete off with an early lead, and it's MJ's Liberty Valiance right beside him sitting in second. Uncle Joe falls way behind. Uncle Joe's got some room to work with. Sitting in third, Met Your Request. And in fourth, Dilly Dilly Done as they make their way down the back stretch. MJ's Wishing for Pete commands the lead. MJ's Liberty Valiance sitting right behind her. Met Your Request still sitting in third, followed behind by Dilly Dilly Done. The quarter goes by in 31-3, still led by MJ's Wishing for Pete. MJ's Liberty Valiance riding right behind. Here they come down the front stretch. MJ's Wishing for Pete leads the field. Sitting comfortably, drafting right behind is MJ's Liberty Valiance. Met Your Request right behind, and Dilly Dilly Done sitting in fourth, looking to make his move. The half goes by in 102-3. Uncle Joe, falling way behind, is in danger of being lapped, actually. MJ's Wishing for Pete still leads the way down the back stretch, followed by MJ's Liberty Valiance. 3 quarters goes by in 1:33-4. The field stays the same. MJ's Wishing for Pete, followed by MJ's Liberty Valiance, followed by Met Your Request. Dilly Dilly Done sits in fourth, and they come down the home stretch. Finish line out in front of them. Coming in front of the grandstands, MJ's Wishing for Pete leads the whole way. Could she take it? And she will. MJ's Valiance second, and Met Your Request third. Dilly Dilly Done comes in fourth.
Hey, half a length. 204-1. Very nice.
And Uncle Joe still out on the racetrack, still working to make his way all the way around. You said he went off the track, you thought?
Absolutely. He was almost in that barn, and I'm wondering whether or not Doyle Bros told Brady, make him finish the mile.
This is Uncle Joe, number 1, Shelby Cheadle.
I'm sorry, Shelby Cheadle, yeah. Yep.
Uncle Joe coming around to the finish line.
Well, we had that at Rock Springs last week. Remember when the horse made the break around the first and immediately went off the course as well. So we'll wait for the winner to make his way back around, and that was MJ's Wishing for Pete. So wins the battle of stablemates with MJ's Liberty Valiance. So here comes your winner back around as these guys trying to figure out what happened.
I think it was the milkshake, Tyler. I don't think it was the fried chicken. MJ's Wishing for Pete in 204-1 last half, and 102-2.
Byers 1 mile trot. Taking home the blanket will be MJ's Wishing for Pete. Coming back in front of the grandstands, a very good-looking horse, driven by Derek Waterker, trained by Doyle Bros, owned by Doyle Bros, out of West Portsmouth, Ohio.
Derek's going to have to take the long way as Doyle and Mary Jo making their way by foot all the way across.
Wonder what happened to the golf cart.
I don't know. So there are Doyle and Mary Jo Bros. Mary Jo, breeder of MJ's Wishing for Pete and MJ's Liberty Valiance. So if you ever see a horse in the program and you see that MJ's, you know she was the breeder.
Oh, is that what got it? Nice. Very nice.
And there you go. There is your winner.
MJ is wishing for Pete. That's 3 out of 17, 7 out of 17 in the money, $17,000 in earnings. It's another one that stays flat, and he's always close.
Very chilly to move to get around to get in the picture. So there you go.
There it is. That's our wrap, folks. We thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association loves it when you watch our county fair racing. Don't forget, this evening is a big one. We will be live at Greenville. I believe it's 7 o'clock post.
Well, that's the thing. They don't know. They were going to possibly be moving it up as early as 5:30. So pay attention to our Facebook page today. Over the next hour or so. It may already even be posted. I have not had a chance to look. Let me see if I can take a quick look and see if we can find anything. If it's
going to be a big night, because they have good racing over there tonight.
So we'll see what they've had. If our crew there, Susan Schroeder and Ashley Daly, were going to try to post something as soon as they knew what time the post parade was. Let's see if we've got anything posted yet. No, Greenville early card. No, don't see anything posted yet as to what time. So pay attention to our Facebook page. The races, though, from Hicksville tonight will be on a tape delay. We're going to try to get them up sometime early morning after we get the memory card back from Hicksville, and if not, you'll be able to watch those tomorrow. Maybe you want to save to watch it tomorrow, because we have no racing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Right,
so
right.
Just take it easy and be ready for next week. Big week next week.
Thanks for being with us, folks. Hope everybody has a great night, and have a good evening and good night from the Monroe County Fair.
Goodbye,
Thank you.
everybody.
This has been Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing has been presented by Midland Acres, thestable.ca, Dublin Valley Farms, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, and the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center. Ohio County Fair Racing is a presentation of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.